Banshee Fever 750 Part 2 of the smog block-off plates. Custom made, homemade. Like I said before in Part 1, rather than spending $45 and buying a set of smog block-off plates for your pair valves on your street bike powered ATV, or even just your regular powered Raptor 450R, Yamaha 450s, 400X, or whatever. Anything that's got a pair valve system. Once you put an aftermarket exhaust system, you've got to remove the pair valves in order to keep your bike from, or your ATV from, popping, backfiring, and throwing flames out of the exhaust. But anyway, this only took me about, with a few distractions, you know, from the kids and everything, I probably did this in about 2 hours, okay? And I had a great time doing it. I could have probably done it fast if I really wanted to, but this is the first time I've ever built these. I built a bunch of other stuff, but you know, I could have increased the show quality and I could have had them etched and engraved, but I'm gonna leave them like this. But I want to show you what I did. So this is part 2 of the segment. So once again, here's the stock system for the pair valve. You can see the holes in there that's made for circulating oxygen into the exhaust ports for the emissions. Anyways, these are the ones I built. You can see them. See, 1/4 inch aluminum. So I'll show you how this goes. So normally, come take a look over here. You got this guy sitting here, and then you got a. Well, you must have thrown away the holes, but there's all kinds of emissions and hoses and stuff like that that go in there. So what I'm going to show you is this. So that's gone, right? I left the reeds in there. Some systems you have to leave the reed valves in there. This one you do. Some you can take them out. This one I need that in there because there's actually, you know, it's a mating surface there. It's like a gasket, and I need that in there. But I'm going to show you how this is done. Ideally, when I put this back in, I'm going to clean this out a little bit better in here. I'm going to put some RTV around the edges so I can get a good seal. Put that down. Let the RTV sit for like 20 minutes, whatever the instructions say in the back. Make sure it's a high temperature RTV gasket maker. Second, I'm going to put a little RTV around here, around that whole area. Okay? You can see these bolts right here. I might touch these down a little bit. See how they're sticking up? I'm going to probably just grind those down just a little bit so that it's hitting flush. So then basically I'm going to put my block off plate on there. I went a little thicker because I want lots of support on there. So got the one bolt in there. I had to drill the holes out. So I made these out of nothing. I made them out of flat stock. Like I said, I had a good time doing it. This was just a hobby of mine. Just building things, and you know, I saved $45. There's some stuff out there you can get them for 20 bucks, 25 or 25 is the cheapest, but then you got to pay shipping, and you know, anyways, it still comes out to be 45 bucks. No matter how you slice it and dice it, but there you go. That's just, I mean, I'm gonna take this back off and put the RTV on there, but there you go. That's what it looks like now. And like I said, you know, you can have this etched and put zx7r on there, or Banshee, or you know, whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna kind of leave it like that. And I'm really proud of how that came out. You know, for just a couple hours of work, and it was a lot of fun for me. I'll call that good. Here, let's run to the other side real quick, and see if I can zap the other side out real quick for you. Still doing work here, guys. I'm not done with the exhaust. I gotta take that in. I gotta get that unbolted. But there you go. Once again, there's the valve, the reed valve. I'm gonna leave that in there. Put silicone on there, high temperature silicone. And then figure this was the original one. See the difference? That's the original one. We don't want that on there. That's disgusting. So now we're gonna put the new custom ones I built for free. Just a little bit of time, and I had a great time doing it. You can see, put those on there and then torque them down. And by the way, that noise you hear is my dog chewing its bones. So if you're wondering what that crackling sound is in the background, it's chewing bones. But there you go. There's the second one. That's it. Much better, huh? Let's go on the other side, take one more look on the other side. So you can see what it looks like. That's it. Now, when I change my spark plugs, I can easily change my spark plugs. I don't have all this stuff in the way and hoses and garbage, and it looks a little cleaner. I think that works out from any angle. The Banshee Fever 750, no more. Garbage. Banshee Fever 750, I hope this helps you out. For anybody out there that wants to save a little bit of money, you say you make your own pair of valves, block off plates, why spend the $45? They're easy to make. I made them with an air body saw, air compressor. If you're not in a hurry, you can make them by hand with the hacksaw. And then you can bevel the edges with sandpaper if you want, it's aluminum, or you can take a little file, clean it. You don't have to have power tools to do this, but it does help, you know. And you just got to make sure everything's lined up perfect. And what I did was, I used the stock one as a template, and I got it, and I roughed it in, and then I put it back on there, and I drew some lines around there with a Sharpie, real fine point Sharpie, the black one. And I went around, and I kept touching it up till I got it as close to the original as possible. And then I drilled the holes exactly where they're supposed to be, and then that was it. You know, it's all done. So as you see, I've got my torque specs here. I'll torque all the bolts down. I'm not going to make a video of that, but I'm going to put the RTV on there tonight. I'm going to torque the bolts down to 87 inch-pounds. And Bob's your uncle. Banshee Fever 750. Don't forget, I got the Get Dad's Garage shirt. If it's broke, call Dad. Peace out. Banshee Fever 750 over and out. Talk to you soon.